LEGO Voyagers is out now on Nintendo Switch 2, so today we are doing a review of this game. I just finished playing through it with my girlfriend Olivia, and we had a good time. I don't know if we had a great time. This game is very cute. It is a surprisingly endearing little co-op adventure. We don't have too many of those on the Switch 2 just yet. We have Split Fiction and a few other things, but really the co-op scene on Switch 2, not too vibrant yet. So when this game was announced at Summer Games Fest from the same team that did LEGO Builder's Journey, I was very much intrigued, and just a couple of days ago they actually confirmed this specific Switch 2 version that has some improvements over the Switch 1 version. So I figured why not pick it up, check it out, and do a review for you all. Of course, if you are new here and you enjoy Nintendo Switch 2 reviews, but also collecting content and other videos as well, I would appreciate you liking the video and subscribing. Let's get into it. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the channel. It's-A-Mii here, and today we are reviewing LEGO Voyagers from Lightbrick Studios, published by Annapurna Interactive. Before we get into the game itself, I do want to go over pricing as well as how the actual multiplayer works. So this game on the Switch 2 eShop right now is $25. It's on sale for a limited time little launch discount. I think for $22.50 is what I paid for the game. And right away, I mean, this game is fun. This game is cute. I feel like that is a little bit steep for what it is. This is like a 3 to maybe 4 hour adventure. Honestly, depending on who you're playing with, if there's someone that's very capable in games, you might get through this game in like 2 hours. So I would say the price is a little steep for what is on offer here, but the different options for how you can actually play with your friends is very good, very forward thinking. So it has local co-op on one system where the camera will just, kind of zoom out if two players are going in different areas. They have local co-op on 2 different Switches if you want to do that. But also if you want to play with a friend online, they don't have to buy the game. There's a Friends Pass version of LEGO Voyagers on the Switch 2 eShop or on Switch 1 eShop that lets them download this free application. If one person bought the copy, the other person can play for free. So I do want to commend them for that. That is really cool. That's what Hazelight has been doing with like Split Fiction and It Takes Two. So only one person has to buy the game. So really, it's $25 retail. If you split that price with a friend, you're paying $12.50 each. I think $12.50 is a pretty appropriate price for my experience with the game. I think overall, $15 maybe would have been a little bit more appropriate for this game, and I'm sure it'll go on sale on deeper discount in the future. But it does have a very nice co-op options for local, but also online. So I do want to highlight that. You can play it online with a friend far away, or play it locally if you want to do that instead. But let's talk about the game itself. So this is a very basic co-op platformer using Lego bricks. You play as these 2 very small, very cute, singular Lego bricks who have eyeballs. They don't have names, just red and blue, I suppose, is what you should call them. And this isn't a game that has like dialogue or anything. It is just about the journey, rolling around as these Lego pieces, solving puzzles. Mostly these come down to build a little staircase and get up to the thing, which can be quite fun at times, but also even in the 3-hour journey, it gets a little repetitive at times. It's like, okay, time to go find these Lego pieces that we can actually use to build something. But there are other times where this game is really beautiful, like the visuals and just the experience. The music is really good, like really good at setting the tone, and it's just a very kind of cute adventure. I played through this with my girlfriend who doesn't really play games that often, and she got a lot out of this because it is just these 2 cute little guys, and we had a lot of fun just kind of talking about like what their story is, speculating on like what their relationship is, how they know each other. And by the end of the game, I mean, you are really invested despite them not talking. I mean, they can make little noises, but they don't like speak to each other. You don't see words. You don't know how these two Lego bricks are connected. Their journey is very endearing. By the end of it, I was like, oh no, I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm sad about what's happening at a certain point. For me, the highlight of this game was the story, was the characters, was the experience of LEGO Voyagers. The actual gameplay, the puzzle elements, I think this game falls flat quite a bit, to be honest, because a lot of the puzzles boil down to you just building a staircase, and because the number of pieces that you have at your disposal to actually do that when you're required, they're pretty limited. A lot of the times, the gameplay boils down to, okay, we need to build a staircase. I'm going to go do that while you sit there and watch, because the game controls very finicky. The way you pick up the pieces, the way you move them and rotate them, it isn't very intuitive. Sometimes when you're trying to pick up a piece and move it, it straight up doesn't work. I don't know what's going on here, it can be extremely finicky to actually get it to work and then actually, you know, go up the staircase. So you press A to attach any of these Lego bricks to your character, your player character, and you can roll around with those pieces, but you can't jump. If you press the jump button, you just drop the piece. So sometimes it can be kind of frustrating trying to get a piece to where you want to get it, because it is possible, it is doable, it should work fine, but there are definitely moments where me and Olivia had some trouble getting a certain piece up to something, or, you know, the controls just weren't working quite as I feel like they should have been. But yeah, a lot of the time you're just kind of sitting there waiting for your co-op partner, or vice versa, to finish doing something. And it's not even just for like when you're building a staircase. There are other times where, you know, this is a co-op game. If you played something like It Takes Two, you'll know that, okay, it's time for your partner to go activate a switch or something across a bridge, and then you have to do the same thing for them and then get it over. But so much of the puzzles feel like, okay, it's my turn, now it's your turn. There aren't many moments in this game where I feel like both players were equally balanced and both were having fun gameplay elements at the same time. It's a lot of like back and forth, if that makes sense, which is fine. However, I do think even though this game is very short, the effect did wear thin a little bit by the ends in terms of the gameplay. I was a little bit ready to just see like how the story was going to end, see the levels, because once again, the game is very beautiful. It has this nice lighting engine going on top of these very realistic looking Lego bricks, and it runs really well. There is one area where that is not true, though. There is one area in the game where it becomes a little bit more open-ended. I don't think I have footage of it because it's a little bit later. I didn't want to spoil anything about where you're going, but basically you have this vehicle that you're controlling, and the area is much more open. And even on Switch 2, the frame rate was definitely dropping. The resolution was dropping at that time as well. So I don't even know how it would run on Switch 1, but on Switch 2, just go into it knowing there are going to be some technical issues. Not too many, just once again, that one area really, but it is worth noting that there are some. But otherwise, the game looks beautiful. I really, really like the visuals. Once again, it really helps add to this cute journey of these two little Lego bricks. If the game was ugly, I think a lot of that would have fallen flat for me. But no, it looks really good. And the music, like I said earlier, definitely helps that. Olivia made a joke about how it felt like Last of Us music. Like it's that like emotionally intense, you know? So definitely into the visuals and the music and like the storytelling and what's going on with these characters. But I do think the actual co-op elements of it do fall a little bit flat. It was a lot of fun for the first 30, 40 minutes, but then after that, it kind of gets, you know, it kind of shows its hand and it's like, okay, we're doing the same things again. But even just the sheer enjoyment of seeing the two Lego bricks interact, you can press the Y button to make them kind of talk, and there are certain parts in the game where that might do something a little different. So if you play this game, I encourage you to press the Y button a lot so you can hear any differences in their voices while you're playing. But overall, I mean, you know, shout out to Annapurna and Lightbrick. You know, they're doing the good co-op thing of like, okay, only one person needs to buy it, even if you're playing online. There's a friends pass. They're telling this cute short story, and I do enjoy a short game. But for $25, I mean, I paid $22.50, but for $25, you know, that's the regular price, not on sale. I feel like I wanted a little bit more out of this, a little bit more meat on the bone, so to speak. It is a cute adventure. I think for 10 or 15 bucks, this would be like a yes, absolutely. If you enjoy cute little co-op games, I highly recommend this. For 25, with it being so short, with the gameplay being a little finicky and slightly repetitive at the end there, don't know if I recommend it at this price point, but it's nice to see the Switch 2 kind of building out its co-op library. I hope we get even more two-player co-op games like this on the Switch 2, and I hope this is a good first step for Lightbrick Studios to make something even better next time. Make a longer game, make a more creative game in terms of how you're controlling these bricks. But as it stands right now, even though I did enjoy my time with this game overall, you know, of course, with some nitpicks, I would say wait for a deeper sale before diving in. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you played LEGO Voyagers on Switch 2? Are you planning on checking it out on any platform? I would love to hear what you think down there. Of course, subscribe here for more reviews on Nintendo Switch. Follow me on Twitter at BoTalksGames, and check out my main channel where I cover Nintendo news at BoTalksGames as well. Until next time, folks. Peace.